to remember, safety has evolved, but vigilance must remain. Okay? Next, Cynthia. Okay, so the first question is coming up on your phone. Do you think we were safer back then, or are we just confronting different kinds of perils now? What do you think? Submit right there on your screen. It's going to show up on the screen here.
I'm thinking that's why I'm looking so strange. My brain.
Can you see it? You see it there?
See it.
Okay, yeah. Which answer?
I don't see where to pick it.
You don't?
Down at the
Don't
bottom,
look at it.
it says submit.
I'm not there.
We got 9 people so far. Let's see. So far, more people think we were safe back then. 3 are not sure.
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I think it's a different kind of.
Exactly.
It is.
So yours is,
I kind of think, you know, back then, from that picture I just showed,
Okay.
you could see the danger. And when you can see a danger, you can avoid a danger.
Do I need to do the QR code again?
She's gonna do it again there for you. So we got 4 more people to answer.
where did you go to do
I hit the
that
link.
camera?
So Cynthia, you get him ready for that, and we'll go to the, he'll be ready for the next one.
It wants to scan, so let me close
And while we're waiting, let me tell you, the QR code, this little thing up here, only do that when you trust the person who's telling you to do that. A lot of people will try to get you to do it, and it may download some malware on your phone, or take you to a different site than it's intended to. Like they may say it's for Salvation Army to donate $10, but it may go to somebody else's personal account. So only do that. I wanted to do that especially so I could include that part in the presentation. Only use those QR codes when you know the person. Because sometimes the QR code will be somewhere and it's real, but a criminal will come in and put another one right over it, and it changes the direction of where it goes. They're on top of it. You got it, Cynthia?
His phone is not reading it yet.
that. The first time, but it's not reading it. Let me get close like everybody else.
Sometimes your phone may have something on it that's blocking it. Sometimes. I've seen that a few times.
Okay, now I have it.
It's got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it letting you, is
Safe
it,
back then, safe
yeah.
then.
So you go, yeah, you can put in.
Okay.
He did it? Okay. You're not sure, are you, Pastor?
No, I'm not.
Has everyone voted?
Well, I think everybody who wants to has voted.
Okay.
So we got 12 or 15. So 7 people said we were safer back then. 5 are unsure. So that's almost right there together. Next, Cynthia. Okay, this photo, when I saw it, it resonated with me so much because, again, I came from a very small community, Elmerdale, Georgia, about 12 miles outside of Newton, Georgia, about 30-something miles from Albany. We grew up down there. We would leave our house that morning, come all the way to Albany to my grandmother's house, stay there all day, get back, door was unlocked the whole time. You just didn't lock the doors. And somebody would have left something on our washing machine, because when you walked in the door, you went right in. So a neighbor might have left a mess of peas, or somebody went fishing, or we always had something waiting on us, almost like when we got back. So this was that just did something to me. That's the way it used to be. And we lived on Highway 37, so that was a highway where people were going and coming, strangers. Yeah. Oh, is that your hometown?
Yeah, it's my hometown in Mary.
Oh, yeah, right now, it's the neighbor. Just a few miles away. But you were safer. I just feel like we were safer then, even though there were known dangers, and some of those dangers lived closely by. It was just, I don't know. So, next slide. Now this is how we have to live. And it's missing 4 locks. This is how we have to live now, you know? We gotta lock everything out, everything. Next slide. Then, looking back in 1972, no seat belts, no airbags, no baby seats, no danger. We had a Lincoln Mercury, and I used to sit up in the back of the window back there. I'm telling you, my dad had a pickup. We would sit on the side of it. I don't know if they just trained us to have more common sense or no. I don't know. It's different. I wouldn't let my granddaughter sit on the back of a truck right now. Okay, next. And I'm adding this in to let you know, all of these things that you're hearing about cyber crimes and all this stuff, people just getting their bank accounts emptied out. They don't care if it's your fixed income and that's all you get. They just don't care. And you think to yourself, well, what is the government doing about it? What are the politicians doing about it? Here's the thing. They really are trying. They're trying. But they cannot keep up with it. Listen to this. 1968. Federal law requires seat belts to be in every new passenger vehicle. That was 68. It wasn't until 88, 20 years later, that Georgia mandated it. 20 years later. So that's the beginning of a law and the mandating of one. And that's with cars. Can you imagine the privacy laws, the liability laws, all this stuff goes into trying to get these cyber criminals out of the way. They can't do it. And by the time 20 years pass, trust me, they're on to leap years of new technology. They're playing around with what they have now because they know they can't do anything to them. But they're already ready. If that ever happens and they're able to stop what they're doing now, they're already ready to move to the next level. So it's gonna always be this. And the reason I always try to include this in my presentations is because I need for you to know it's not going away. It's not. Nobody can save us from this. Pray and stay safe because it's not going away. It's just not. And that's not to be dismal, that's to be real. Okay? Now, if they could just turn some of those cyber criminals around and have them help us, that would be one thing. But they're making way more money this way. Yeah. So the same law applies surrounding financial crimes. Things are being done, but it may take years before the law is actually passed. Okay? Then versus now. So, being online today is a daily routine for most of us. And if it's not a daily routine for you, it should be, especially on your mobile app for your banking account. Every day while you have your coffee or tea, you should take a look at your banking account. I'm in a community bank, so we do things a little differently there. The department that Cynthia works down in, let me tell you, those eagle-eyed Annies down there, they are not letting much pass, but things can still get by. I had one of them call me the other day and say, hey, I have this client, you're one of your clients, and he has 3 large checks that's gonna be paid tomorrow. And this is different. So I just want you to check with him and make sure it's okay. That would never happen at SunTrust. It's just not gonna happen. The bank is too big. So I called the client. He told me exactly what they were for. They went through just fine. And that's okay, but what if it had not been his doing? We could stop it. Would have never come out of his account. So I'm so thankful for the team that Cynthia works on down there, because let me tell you, they keep our clients safe. And even with all of that due diligence, stuff still get through. So the best way to prevent that is get that mobile app. Don't be afraid of the mobile app for your bank. That mobile app is amazing. Check it every day. Just look at the posted transactions. If you see anything that is not yours, call your bank. Even if you're not sure, because sometimes you may go to Circle K and it comes in as mobile something. So it's, you know, the way they bring the things in. Then when they tell you, oh, it was for gas. Oh yeah, I did go there and that was the amount. Well, it would be so much easier if they would just bill it as it is. Yeah, that's not that. They don't care about that. But don't you worry about calling your bank to make sure. Always double check, okay?
But when you
Yes.
check your mobile, you have to put all your info into your phone in order to check it that way.
You're gonna download the app for the bank, and then it'll have all of your information. But
So
you wanna
that's
make
why
sure.
I never insert any information. I don't check.
But
this
I'm
way.
telling you, it's really good. Unless you have a banker at that bank that you can call. I mean, I'm gonna just tell you this. I probably get more calls from my clients than my family. Because they know I like to text, my family does. But the clients, on the weekends, they're gonna call. And it's okay, because I want you to sleep at night. I don't want you to worry about this from Saturday to Monday morning. Just go to sleep knowing that we'll handle that. But if you don't have anybody at that bank you can call on,
Well, I call and you get somebody at the bank.
mm-hmm.
I don't know who it is, but to me, it's better than putting your data in the phone to get it.
That mobile app is amazing, I'm telling you.
It is.
That mobile app, just make sure you protect your phone. You wanna make sure you have privacy on there. You wanna make sure you have like the codes and everything. Nothing easy, we're gonna talk about that too. But just protect the phone itself. So if somebody gets your phone, it won't be open for them to go right to it, okay? Because you could do multi-factor authentication so that they have to send another thing somewhere else. I mean, it's different ways. Go in and talk to them and see what they would say as far as being the best way to secure it. But I'm telling you, that phone, that mobile app is really good. If you lose your debit card, most mobile apps will let you lock it in the mobile app. And if you lose your debit card now, if it's on a Friday night, you're gonna have to get on the 800 number and hang on there. A lot can happen in those minutes you're holding. So, yeah, just, I know.
Are you afraid of being
Once you
secure?
put it in there, it's out there. That's the way I look at it. Once you put anything, I don't care what kind of app you have on your phone.
mm-hmm.
You put your personal data in there, it's there. Somebody knows how to get to it. All the cons that are out there now, you know how to get it.
But think about it. How many times in the mail have you all received notices that you've had a data breach? They've had data breaches it's like every month I get one. And it's like, something has to be done about that. How in the world are they getting this many data breaches? And I'll come to that later on too, okay? But just consider it, or just go to the bank and talk to them about it. And see how safe it is. Yeah, I promise you, it's better to have it than not have it.
Yes, yes, yes. I do my online banking with a computer. I am very.
That too. Mm-hmm.
I am very apprehensive about putting it on the phone. And my family, especially my younger ones, they're trying to encourage me to do it. So do they have more safety features on the phone?
Well, you're gonna protect your phone. You're stopping anybody from getting in your phone.
Right.
Okay? Then once you get to your app, you can have Face ID or thumbprint. Nobody else is gonna have your thumbprint.
Right.
Nobody else is gonna have that beautiful face. So just go ahead and use it that way.
Okay.
But I just say the desktop won't be with you all the time. So if you're in Florida, you can't get to it to
Right.
lock it down. Okay. Next. So Just like we got used to locking our doors and putting that seatbelt on so we wouldn't get a ticket, let's make this a habit of just checking your balance. Which scam method feels most common to y'all? Like what would it be? Phone call, text message, email, in person? Again, not sure. Most of us have someone, if we haven't been affected, you know someone who's been affected. Which one feels more common? Sometimes I wish my phone had a cord so I could yank it out the wall. Because they will not stop. Load up your voicemails. So most 7 says phone call, 2 says email. Anybody else? Okay. You can move forward. It's mostly, lately, text messages. And let me tell you, it's so easy. I get an Amazon box probably every day, and it's not like I'm spending a lot of money. Amazon to send a toothbrush in a box. You know, it's like a box every day. And they said, something you bought, you had delivered yesterday has been recalled. And immediately I thought, well, I did get something delivered yesterday. But then I thought about it, let me go on my app. Sure enough, it was a scam. Because if I had gone through that, it would have taken me to something else that, yeah, it's crazy. They're just fishing. How much money did Georgia's senior citizens age 60 plus, that's us, lose to cyber-enabled crimes in 2024? (2025's numbers are not out yet, but well, they weren't as late as this. 25 million, 174 million, or 250 million? What you think? What'd you say, 250?
I took the middle road.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Show the correct answer to Cynthia. 174 million. 174 million. That's just us. That's just the senior citizens. That's not even the rest of the people. Okay. That's a lot. Can you imagine? And they're living high off the hog. Okay, so spot the scams then versus now. Back then, con artists tried to get you to buy counterfeit watches or play a rigged game of 3-card Monte. These days, scammers use emails, texts, and phone calls to pressure you into paying them, often with gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency. Treat any unexpected, urgent request with suspicion, even if it seems like it's coming from someone you know. If anyone demands payment, just hang up. Just hang up. It's a scam. Go. Verify independently. And this is basically saying, if Amazon sends you a text and say, this is a real one that we get all the time. They send somebody a text and say, hey, this is Amazon's fraud department. We're just checking to see something about a flat screen TV or something, any big item. And so you immediately think to yourself, I didn't order a big screen TV. Somebody done got my account. So you go, you follow the prompts they have there, and it calls a number. Good morning, Amazon fraud. Okay? No, not fraud, Amazon. And so they say, yes, I'm calling about this text and da-da-da-da. Oh, yes. Okay, so I see where there was a TV ordered. It has not gone out yet, so we can stop it. Let me just transfer you to the Amazon fraud department. It's all a fraud. It's all a fraud. They're hoping that you're afraid enough that you're going to be charged this exorbitant amount of money that you'll give all of your information. So when you call the fraud department, they're going to say, yes, but we need to verify that it is you since we have this fraud. So you're going to give them all of your information. Yeah. because you think they're trying to help you. We have a question coming up about this. So whenever anybody calls, if it's something from a bank, don't do anything with the information they're sending you there. You call the bank number you have in your phone, or you look on the official website and get the information. Do not just do a prompt and call, because it is easier to just press the number and it dials it for you. Easy is what's getting us into this. So. Next. So, you receive a text from Amazon Fraud Department asking you to give them a call ASAP to discuss possible fraud on your account. What should you do? And I will say there is 2 possible answers on here that would be correct. That question was supposed to come before my last discussion.
Yeah, about the text.
Show the right answer, Cynthia. Okay, so go to my Amazon app and inquire on that platform, or do nothing and delete the text. Okay?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be a question, it's maybe more of a statement, but as you deal with email, I don't know if you're gonna get to email frauds particularly, but what I often get is an email saying you've ordered something, or there's something amiss on your account or whatever, so we need you to log in so that you can follow this.
And they give you the things to do it right there?
Yeah.
And you already know.
Mm-hmm.
You go to where you go normally.
I don't even deal with it. I just put it to spam if it comes to regular, or if it's already in spam, I just delete it and keep going.
Because you can delete and report, but I swear, reporting is not doing anything anymore.
It's not.
It comes more. I think more comes when you report it. It's ridiculous, but yes, you're absolutely right to do that. Trust nothing. So think before you click. Just like Pastor was saying, dangerous links in the emails, texts, or ads can infect your device instantly. If you didn't expect it, don't click links or reply. Don't even click the unsubscribe button, just delete it. Because they got it all infected. Okay, go ahead. So your phone is the new doorbell. Don't pick it up unless you know who is calling. Just don't do it. If you pick up and the caller asks if you have a moment to talk about your account with a particular bank, you'll be giving them valuable information just by confirming that you have an account there. So they might be looking to see just if you have an account with A, B, and T. So you just told them, I have one, but I'll call my bank. Don't even give them that. Just hang up. Same rule applies with the digital interactions. Okay? Keep your devices up to date. This is one I'll say when you were talking about the safety of the mobile app. When I don't know if you have Google or iPhone, all of them will give software updates. Always go through that process because they're taking bugs out that people report. So as they're reporting them, they're trying to keep them up to date to make sure some of the things that are happening can't happen to you again or to you at all. So always update your devices, always. Oh, and use strong passwords, strong. Back then we used a 4-digit bank PIN at the ATM. Now we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. It should be at least 16 characters long, unique to the account, and include a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. It's hard, but I'm telling you, if you gotta spell a name backwards or whatever you gotta do, something they don't think of. Spell the pastor's name backwards. Now you double protected. You got God and his man on you. Okay. And up here, go back one more time, Cynthia. And up here where it says you changed it back then, you changed your locks if you lost your key.
Yeah.
Software updates keep you safe. You're changing it. That's like changing the locks. Every time they send out an update, they're changing the lock on that phone. Yeah. Answer this honestly. I have created PIN numbers and passwords using one of the following: my home address, my date of birth, or my social security number. I won't judge you. Answer it honestly. That's okay. If you haven't used any of those, you don't have to. You don't have to say anything. No? Oh, that's good. Oh, see, my husband did that too. He got a new birth date now. Okay. And he loses his phone more than anybody. Protect your privacy. Then we kept things to ourselves or just our immediate family and friends. Now oversharing on social media can be a problem. One of the things, what is happening now with AI, like I'm telling you, they had AI a long time ago. It's just now getting started because they're catching up with some things, so they're pushing it forward. If you have a video out there with your grandson or granddaughter, and the granddaughter is saying, "Happy birthday, Grandma," and they like 16, 17, you can get a call and someone will have that same voice. You could get if a picture of them is out there, you could get a FaceTime call and it will look like your grandson, it will sound like your grandson, saying, "Hey Grandma, they pulled me over, I need at least $200 to get out of this ticket." Now, I know how I feel about my granddaughter. That's all you need. We got to get you out of this jam. But I'm just saying, that's how we react, and that's what they're hoping. They hope that the grandparents' heartstrings will be pulled enough to hurry up and send that money because they're in trouble. It's not your grandson. You say, "Okay, hold on," or call Grandma back in about 2 minutes. Now you hang up and call your grandson's number. He probably somewhere playing one of the games at the house, not even worried about any of this. It's just the way they're getting us. And it's gonna get worse and worse. And I don't wanna be a Debbie Downer, but I do want you to know that it is gonna get worse before it gets better, because they have all of the tools to deceive us.
You know, about 2 or 3 years ago, I got a call saying my grandson said he had a wreck, and well, you know, I don't have a grandson, I have a granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Well, you call your daddy, you know he got all this money."
There you go.
I just said, and I hung up, you know, so I didn't have a grandson, so I didn't even try to.
Wow. But they're trying.
That's why I told him to call his daddy.
They're gonna try. The day after Dr. Cover died.
But it was so long ago.
Mm-hmm. But now it's even worse, because now they can put his face with it if they had to. The day after Dr. Cover died, that morning, I was still thinking about it and sad about it, and on Messenger, I got a message from Dr. Covers.
Me too.
You did too?
Yes.
Ain't that something? And
It kept coming for a while.
I was like, this ain't the day, baby.
Scared me.
This is not the day. Because he said, on the message it said, hey Terry, so-and-so. Well, Dr. Copeland, he always called me Miss Terry, and I always called him Dr. Copeland. Never changed. Any messages we did, any texting or messenger, we always used the same language. And I knew right away. Well, of course I knew right away, but it's just crazy that the day after. Yeah. Oh,
That's,
go ahead.
well, as you talk about that kind of thing, many of us in the church who have positions in the church often are spammed, not for us, but they'll use something about us to try to get other people to send them money. For instance, which is why I never tell people that I'm going out of the country, because what happens is that the spammer will send out a message, a phone call, a text, or email, or whatever, saying, I'm such and such person, and I'm in this country, and I need some money.
And your members know you were going there.
Yeah. And so often people will send money,
Uh-huh.
and they're not asking for small money, but sometimes people will send money, and it's not you.
And it's bad and good, because at least you know if you were somewhere stranded, they're gonna send you some money. That's a good, I think I would just be somewhere stranded, no, they're gonna send you some money. But yeah, they do, they use the personal information by oversharing on social media, they see all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I sent a text to Pastor once when this person from Africa, was it?
Mhm.
On WhatsApp, kept calling me, but he used Bishop Carter's name, that he knew him, and so I called Pastor. Pastor just said, that's a scam, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
they had all of that information.
Yeah, it's, I'm telling you, it's crazy what the clients come in with, and it's like, how would they know that?
Right.
But they know it.
Yeah.
Back then, you could see a house break-in or an empty garage where your stolen car was. Now, it's all invisible. Cybercrime, you just don't see it. You just see the effects of it and feel the effects of it. Okay. So you have the power to stay safe online. And I want to leave this with you, because I hate fear-mongering, and that is never what I'm doing. It's not about being fearful. It's about being aware. As long as you're aware, if you don't trust it and it's actually Amazon calling you, what is it going to hurt to call them?
That's right.
If it's real, when you get back to them, it's going to be there. The problem will still be there. Just be aware. That's all. And tell me, what is one action you would take? And we have some more banking tips. I'll go fast, Ms. Vaughn. But what is one action you would take after seeing some of the information you saw today? Don't have to be a long thing. I just wonder. Go to my bank and talk about my app. Is that what you're putting down? Yes, stay alert. Download the app. That was you. Good. Yes, change some of my passwords. Please do that. Be aware. Those are all good. Stay vigilant. Yes, definitely do that.
Use strong password.
Use strong password, absolutely. So as those are coming through, there's a few other things I just want to talk to you about. Identity theft protection. Do any of you have it set up already? Every time you get one of those breach letters, data breach letters, you automatically get free identity theft protection with those for a year. And don't worry, before that year's up, you'll get another one. And then you can sign up again and it'll be free. You don't have to pay for it. Unfortunately, there's so many data breaches, okay? LifeLock is one out there, but what we have found about LifeLock, I just don't think it's worth it. Again, they go on, they fearmonger, and so you got LifeLock. About $49 a month. Mm-hmm.
What about microfee?
About which one?
Microfee.
Don't know about that one. But if you've ever,
Once a year.
Microfee.
$49 a year?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not bad. That is doable. But we have one client that was paying $49 a month, and when she needed them, we called from the bank to try to get them to help her with what she had going on, and they told her there was nothing we can do. Okay, I'm pretty sure this falls into identity theft, but no. So just be careful, make sure you know what you're getting. They like to try to sell you on $100,000 worth of protection. You'll never spend $100,000, because what they pay you back for is things like notary services, if you have to go and get things, you know, notarized and things like that. They're not paying you for days lost at work or anything like that, so they don't point that out. The other thing I'm gonna advise you to do is freeze your credit. I have some information here for everybody, and it has all 3 bureaus' names on there and how to freeze your credit. If you're not about to go and apply for a loan or anything like that, just freeze it. And if you do have to apply for a loan, all you have to do is call each one. You're gonna have to call each one, but it's worth it. And just tell them to unlock it for 24 hours. Whoever you're doing a loan with will have 24 hours to pull your credit, and it locks back automatically. That is one of the biggest things I'm gonna ask you to take away from here today. Lock your credit. Because what they do now is they may get your mail out your mailbox. You know how you get all these offers for credit cards? Well, you're not interested in it, but that don't mean your neighbor is not. Next thing you know, and they're gonna pay it on time. So you won't even know until it's behind. So I had one client that had 16 cards. 16 cards that he had to go around and prove that it wasn't him that was out there. And they were behind. Yeah. As far as account maintenance on your checking accounts, I'm gonna ask you to keep your info updated at your bank. That's so important. If someone does come to the bank with a check, and we need to try to reach out to you to ask, is this something that's okay to do? I can't tell you how many times the number has been changed and we don't have the right number. Go to your bank or call them and just make sure they have your right information, your right address, your right phone number, secondary phone number if necessary, and your email address. All of those are important to keep you on top of everything. Unnecessary fees. If you're paying a fee for a bank account right now, you probably can avoid it. And it might be that a lot of people, what I find is a lot of people will set that account up, and 10 years later, they're still paying those same fees, but the bank has updated and got new accounts. So just check. If you're paying a fee, it might be the fee that you have to pay, but chances are there's an account out there that you won't have to pay for. You might have to have your statement sent to your email address instead of mailed to you, but your account will be free. And even if it's $3 a month, that's $36 a year back in your pocket. That's $36 toward that $49.99. And then think about this on your accounts. Do you have a payable on death beneficiary on your accounts? We have to send money to the state sometimes because there's nobody left on the account. When the state gets it, then it's up to whoever in your family think about it and go, you know what, let me check on that and see if there's any money out there. And they have to go through a whole lot of red tape. If you already know who you would want to get money in the event that something happens to you, just go ahead and put their name on there as a payable on death. They won't know it's on there unless you tell them. If they download the app, they won't see your account. If they come into the bank, we can't tell them anything about it. They can't do anything. The only thing they can do is, if something happens to you, they can come back with the death certificate, and that money goes straight to them. You don't have to go through probate and all that stuff.
Question?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. There are some banks that say they do not do PODs. So what's the workaround?
I'm trying to figure out why they don't do PODs though.
They just say they don't.
What's the
Payable on death. Payable on death. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
One thing that this particular bank, excuse me, one thing this particular bank did was say that if you put both names on the account, then you don't have to do the POD.
Right.
But that was the only way. So if you wanted to do a POD for somebody you didn't want on the account,
They didn't have it.
Yeah.
And
So do you have a workaround for that, or?
That would really be the only workaround, unfortunately. Because there are people that I might say I want to leave it to them, but I don't want them on my account while they're living. I just don't know, because when you add somebody to your account like that, you might trust the person, but if they're going through some financial issues, or, with all these education loans, you're trying to get them to get all of that, they could put a lockdown on your money too, just because that person is on there. And that wasn't them doing it, it was just their situation. So yeah, you gotta be, I'll get back to you on that. Let me look into it. Let me see what I can come up with. You have somebody in mind?
Yes.
You need all my information? That's what you're saying?
You can get back with it.
I will.
Cause I did that, I add my sons to one account,
As a joint owner,
to SunTrust, to Truist account.
as a joint or
Yes,
POD?
Yes.
And that's
I told
good.
them, don't use it unless you tell me first, so I can subtract whatever amount.
True.
And they haven't used it, but they, you know, their name's on the check.
That's
And I
good.
have another account that they weren't in town to do, what I just make them as beneficiaries
Okay,
at Ameris Bank.
well,
And,
you got good sons.
yeah,
And everybody has good children, but that don't mean they always do good things.
yeah, that's right.
So we've seen it a lot of times where you put them on there and they use it,
anyway.
yeah.
I know. But
Yeah.
I do check it.
Yeah,
all
good,
the time.
good.
And then I was gonna say now, I get, you were mentioning cell phone, on my house phone, my phone rings every day, almost the same time, I know don't
Scams.
pick it up. In the morning, 12 o'clock when the news comes on, and then about 5:15, and it's like it's automated something.
Mhm, that's what it is. If you picked it up, you would have to hold for a minute for them to come on.
I did initially, and it was foreign voices, you
Mhm.
could hear the accent, and,
Mhm.
you know, even though they were speaking English.
They got you on a schedule.
So I don't even answer it, so I said, most people know, just call me on the cell phone, I can see who it is, and,
Just answer it one day and do a long prayer. See if they'll stop calling.
I almost know you're gonna answer the house.
Do a long prayer on them.
Yeah. They're
Um,
coming after me.
yeah.
I have a question before I
Okay.
forget. That's right. The Cash App and Zelle, are they safe? Was that used?
Well, I'll tell you this, if you're leaving money on there, they're not FDIC insured. They're not insured, so if they just disappear, your money disappears with it. So what I use it for is quick transactions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna load it up real quick, if I gotta send something to my husband, my daughter, and I just send it out real quick.
Okay.
So they're as safe as they can be without, just don't, I'm telling you, the young people, they leave a lot of money on those apps. But if that app goes away overnight, your money goes away. Yeah,
So is Zelle safer than, Cash App?
Yes.
I do Zelle, cause Zelle does it like that.
Zelle is safer than Cash App.
This is, yeah, about the name.
Mm-hmm.
So question about Cash App.
Okay,
I don't leave money in Cash App, but it is tied to my bank account.
Mhm.
So,
That's okay,
okay,
that's okay. And what I do is, I go even a step further. I tie it to a dummy account. So I don't tie it to my actual account. I have an account that I do transactions where I'm doing things with people that I'm not really sure who they are, and I don't wanna, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just my little separate account. I may leave like $10 in it just to keep it open. But
Okay.
that's the card. I'm gonna send the money to that account, then I'm gonna send the card. That card is attached to whatchamacallit, to Cash Out, because then it can't get to my real money.
Okay.
Not that I got a lot, just saying. Well, it's mine, whatever's in there.
yeah. Okay,
I have a
Yeah.
quick question, I know we kind of going behind, but I'm just curious about this. I signed up for the Circle K, you know how you get your
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't complete the process because one person told me that it had to be connected to my bank account. I'm like, no, I can't do that now.
You can do the same thing I was just talking about with the pastor.
You don't.
Get a dummy account.
Okay.
Just get an account that don't cost anything,
Uh-huh.
and have that debit card attached to it. And when you get ready to get gas, go ahead and move the money over from in your app, from your regular account to the dummy account, and get your gas cheaper. Yeah, that way they don't have any route. By having that account number, they have no way to your other money. Yeah,
Can you leave the money on the card, just the one that you're getting gas from? Can you leave like $40?
yeah. However much you willing to have
Don't
it.
spend it all.
Right.
Leave some on there?
I wouldn't leave a lot because that's your dummy card. But so if anybody do something funny with that Citgo card or Circle K card, they have that account number. They have that debit card number. So don't leave too much, just leave enough to keep it open. The last thing I'm gonna talk about is overdraft. Last two things. Overdraft protection, using your savings account. That's not always, it used to be the way we did it, right? If you don't want to be overdrawn, you put your your savings account against it. Right now, the way they're washing checks, this whole thing has come back. The checks are processed at night, so there's nobody looking at them, especially at the larger banks. So if it comes through and there's not enough money in your checking account, because you weren't expecting a fraudulent check for $1,000 to come through, it's gonna automatically pull from your savings account, and no one would be the wiser. Nothing hit my report that you were overdrawn. I'd rather be overdrawn than to have it just pulled from that account. And if it's your first time being overdrawn, chances are they're gonna waive that fee, but now you're aware and you can come up with another plan. But that was always the way. We always encouraged people years ago. I started in banking in '89. Years ago, we had people set up their savings account. But now we had one doctor, his whole savings account was wiped out because these large checks were coming through, and that is when we instituted the whole check for large checks thing, because we can. Again, we're a little smaller. But we were able to get his money back because he caught it pretty quickly. And the fact that you've never been overdrawn and all of a sudden you're overdrawn made us look into the account a little bit more and call him about it. So just be careful with that. Maybe if you want to leave $1,000 in an account and have it as overdraft protection, but don't leave your whole savings in there. Just another thing, just another workaround. There's workarounds. Gotta find yours, but. Okay, and then the other thing, make sure your account has FDIC insurance. If you have more than $250,000, or I would say 200, let me say 250 or more, make sure it's insured. There's ways, if it's just one person, or maybe one person and a POD, we can insure it for more. Just make sure your money is insured, okay? And then
So
the
that's
last,
not automatic.
it's automatic up to $250,000. So if you have a savings account with, let's just say $250,000, and you have a checking account with, you keep it about $10,000, that $10,000 is not insured. But all you have to do is add a POD to one of those accounts, and you get an additional $250,000. But again, just make sure you're talking to your representatives at your bank and see that you're protected. You just got to have every 2-year annual sit down with them. Let them know, get the coffee because she's coming. And that, I mean, if they have a problem with that, you're not at the right bank. You want to make sure you're right wherever you are.
So question.
Mm-hmm.
So yourself and a POD are two people.
Mm-hmm.
If you, let's say, if my spouse and I are on an account, then is that $250,000 or is it now $500,000?
$500,000. That's $250 a piece. You could have one single in a $250, and y'all could have one together, $250 each. That's $750 right there. And then she could have one single, and then that takes you up to $1 million.
Okay.
So you could be protected, but you just got to know how to structure it. That's all. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? I know Ms. Vaughn ready to run me out of here, but. Oh, okay. Yes, and we have some. Just want to help me pass these out. We have some goodies here for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And this is some information about what we were just talking about. Okay, you're welcome. Take one and pass it down.
You want to pass this down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what it came down to. Well, it'll be I told Ms. Vaughn now, when I come for the first time, I can't come with that gift. My grandma would be rolling over. Yeah, take some gel or something. Oh, she did one? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I passed it.
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. extra here, do you have?
In really long, they have two ones along.
Okay, do that.
West Hope Road, but she's not.
We have these too, if y'all need it, no pass. I'll take them out, y'all can get those there.
But she's real good.
But thank y'all so much. I am so happy to be here, and thank you, Ms. Vaughn.
Okay. Did we enjoy this or what?
Yes.
That's right. Pastor, you were recording, were you not?
Yes.
What, Pastor, you didn't tell me to hold my stomach in or nothing.
Miss Kristen.
I only recorded the screen.
Okay, good.
Mrs. Kristen, thank you so much. A token of our appreciation, a token that you always bring goodies. And
Always.
she brings more than goodies, she brings information that we can share, and so it's wonderful. Cynthia, thank you. I didn't know Cynthia was coming till the 13th hour, but sorry, you know I got you. I'll see you later. We appreciate this. This is something, this was valuable. This is one of the better ones that we've had this year in terms of being able to take some information back. You also introduced many of us to the QR code and what to do beyond just putting it on your phone and how to do it. So if you've forgotten something, have a conversation, as I always say, and share the information. It's worth duplicating. And of course, maybe next year, some who did not come this time, as you share things like this, they will want to come and get the information. I always say they don't have to be a member of the Keenagers ministry. Just be 50 and older. You don't have to eat lunch if you can or don't want to, but the information is so valuable, and we want to share it with as many people, and that's why I'm so proud of you for just empowering our community. So if people don't get it sometimes, don't have to put a penny down to get it, but it can cost you a lot of pennies if you miss the opportunity. So please share this, and perhaps we will be able to get her back again and offer it again to the church, and others
No,
can
I
come.
can't say no to you, so you
Well,
just
listen
call.
to you, listen to you.
She don't allow no.
But I thank you so much. We thank you so much. Sister Annette's gonna come up. Pastor, if you don't have any other comments, for us at this time, she's gonna offer the blessing of the food. And Brother Billy, as you know, he's grilled the sausages, he's grilled the hot dogs, he's grilled the onions and bell peppers, which smell wonderful. The cookies have been wrapped, and the beverage and the potato chips are ready for you, so, you know, and you're taking care of your meal if you needed to with Sister Barbara. Sister Annette?
Hello, everyone. I hope, like me, you all learned a lot. I did. New things, new technology, so I really appreciate you, Ms.
You're
Kristen.
welcome.
At this time, we want to thank the Lord for such a wonderful day today, such a wonderful fellowship, and for someone coming in to educate us on a lot of things that we need to know. So with that said, I'm going to ask that we bow our heads so we can bless the food. Most holy Heavenly Father, Father God, we'd like to thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for the speakers that came in to enlighten us and educate us, Father. And Father, at this time, I'd like to ask that you please bless the foods that's been prepared for us. Bless the hands that prepared this food, Father. And Father, we ask that you let this food serve as nourishment for our bodies, food for our soul and spirit, to uplift, praise, and worship your name. We ask these blessings in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Now, you can wear in the past.
You know the Scots? Oh, Scott, are you a Scot? Yeah. Your family built my family's home. Really? Yeah, Earl Scott. Yeah. He built my grandmother's home, my mom's home, my parents' home, and he remodeled my aunt's home. Yeah. And Roland, first cousin. Lord, how's she doing?
So I hope it's
Oh, wow.